Okay, everybody, this is mooneydashcam. If you enjoy these videos, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest cash heists in New York City history. For a little while, it was actually one of the biggest cash heists, period. But since it has been topped. Alright, so 11 p.m. on December 12th, 1982, a pair of men in ski masks cut through the steel roof at Century, the armed car company, the armored truck company that comes and picks up the money and all that stuff, transfers it from the banks, and they drop down from the roof. They get a hold of the only security guard working at the time, and they handcuff him to a railing and proceed to crack into the safe with a crowbar and bolt cutters, and they left with $11.2 million. The robbery went off without any problems at all. But what they didn't know is that some of the money was federally insured. So the FBI took over and assembled a 37-man special investigation unit. 8 weeks later, and tons of lie detector tests, they figured out it was an inside job. The guy inside let the other two in, handcuffed himself to a railing, and let them rob the place. The silent alarm was disabled, so it kind of pointed to that. So, the people that were involved, these are extremely Greek names, so if I am pronouncing it incorrectly, I apologize to anyone that's Greek or anyone who cares. Guys, first, the armored guard's name, the one that handcuffed himself to the railing, is Chrysos Patamidis, and his three friends, Demetrius Papadakis, Steve Argitakis, and his son, Eddie Argitakos. Eddie was apparently like the mastermind behind the whole heist. So $960,000 was recovered in the closet of one of the family members. It was one of their in-laws. They hid it in their closet, and he actually, I think it was Demetrius, was told that if he gave up the location of the money, that he would be granted immunity. So he actually didn't get in trouble, but he gave up his, I'm assuming his share of what probably was $1 million, and he probably spent whatever it was, 40 grand. It did take them 2 months to get caught, so I'm assuming they had a little fun with the money. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, we're going to be driving to where the warehouse was, the truck depot. So yeah, $960,000 was recovered, but nothing else. So there's still like $10 million out there. Not 10 million, closer to $9 million out there. Just no one's ever given it up. Chrysos was arrested while on vacation at the pool in Puerto Rico, of course. All of them got similar sentences of 9 years. Another person involved that was hiding, let me rephrase that. Another person that was involved in hiding the money was Nicholas Gregory, who was a fugitive for 2 years. Nobody could find this guy. He wasn't in court. He wasn't sentenced with the rest of them. He was finally caught drunk driving on Long Island, a little bit out east in Suffolk County, using a fake name. When they went to do his fingerprints, he was purposely smudging them so he couldn't get good prints on them. So yeah, once they got him in for that, he was done. And then also, this resulted in Century's former president being arrested for embezzlement of $346,000, and the misappropriation, which I don't know exactly what that means, of $29 million more. So they might have done this heist for $11 million, but this guy was messing around with $29 million. So in a few minutes up here, we'll be at the warehouse. I don't know if they knocked the warehouse down from the looks of it, it looks like there's a mechanic shop there now. But we'll see when we get there. The address we're going to is 3548 Boston Road in the Bronx. Yeah, out of the $11 million that was stolen, $4 million of it was checks and food stamps. Because you have to think these trucks are going around collecting a bunch of different things. And at the time, there was the most money there, so I'm assuming that's when they planned to do the whole situation. And then, in 2013, there was actually a movie released about the whole heist with The Rock, Liam Hemsworth, and Emma Roberts, which I thought was pretty interesting. And I was thinking of watching the movie, because obviously I'm doing a video on it, I'm a little interested in it. And I looked it up, and it looks like it totally flopped. The budget was $11 million, which is a pretty funny coincidence. And they only got back like 3.6. I did the math, it comes to like, they only made like 7.3, they lost $7.3 million on making the movie. It was called Empire State, if anyone's interested in trying to look. It's on the left here. Can you imagine how good that must feel to get off with $11.2 million in cash? Can't think too hard about that kind of stuff. You end up doing something wrong. Yeah, and these guys were extremely young. The guy Eddie, who was apparently the mastermind behind it all, was only 24 years old. And his dad didn't even speak any English. His dad spoke only Greek. He needed a translator at the court. And he like begged the judge to give his dad a break. Because I think what kind of happened was he came home with all this money and asked his dad to help him hide it. Oh, it's this turn right here. That was not smart. Wow. It's this. This is the address. I don't know if this is actually the current building. It's got that cool snake. I don't know if this was the building that was broken into back then. Pretty big building. We'll drive around the back here, see if we get a better view. I don't want anyone commenting on how I roll stop signs, alright? Not allowed. No, you can't see much more. Alright guys, that's pretty much everything you need to know about one of the biggest cash heists in New York City history. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this, please subscribe. Likes, comments are always appreciated. Also, turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I put up a video. Alright, thank you.